Hi guys, so today I just wanted to make a really quick video about Kygo's music production course on studio.com. Now I actually took this course back in 2022 and it was my first kind of step into the music production world. Now I've always been a fan of Kygo's music, especially his earlier stuff, so when I found out there was actually a music production course taught by him, I thought that sounded really cool and I just jumped in and gave it a go. So back when I did the course in 2022, the platform it was on was actually called Monthly, but they've since rebranded to studio.com. But I've just had a look at the course and it's essentially exactly the same course with exactly the same lessons and exactly the same structure. So like I said, I decided to give the class a go a couple of years ago. I downloaded a free trial of Logic Pro, having never used a DAW before. I bought myself a MIDI keyboard and then I just jumped straight in and got started with the class. So one of the things that has changed from when I took the class to what's available now is that with Monthly, you're actually put into a class with other students. So you'd all be taking the class together at the same time and then you'd be interacting with each other and giving each other feedback on your own productions. And I found this really useful and I made some great contacts doing this, and just having that feedback from other people really helps you to kind of focus on improving your production technique. So unfortunately, from what I can tell, that's no longer part of the course. It's now set up so you can just kind of progress at your own pace. It is the same course, the lessons are exactly the same, it's just that there isn't that interactive element with the other students. So what about the class itself? Well, it's split into two main parts, or I should say two songs, a synth lead song and a vocal chops song. In each part, Kygo walks you through his entire production process from start to finish. So you can watch him select the vocal he wants to use, he listens to a few different samples and then chooses one he likes, and then from then he takes you through his entire production process from start to finish. And for me, that was definitely the most valuable part of the course, was just seeing how a professional producer who I admire produces music. What are his processes? What are the order he does things in? And I just found this really useful, especially because at the time I was a complete beginner. It was just very inspiring to see, and I just learned so much from watching his production process. I think one of the reasons I did find the course really useful personally, and I've seen other people maybe have less kind of enthusiastic views on it, but I think the reason it resonated with me so much was firstly because it's a style of music and an artist I like. So I just found that instantly I enjoyed what I was watching in terms of the style of production and the type of music that was being made. But it was also inspiring because Kygo is an artist I do like and admire, and I've listened to his music a lot. So the fact that it's taught by an artist that I like also just made the whole thing very inspiring for me. So yeah, that would actually be a tip, that if you are looking to improve your music production, whether you're a beginner or a more advanced producer looking to kind of just improve your skills, I definitely recommend looking for courses from an artist that you really like. Yeah, so basically, if you like Kygo's style, you're going to love this course and find it really useful. If it's not your kind of cup of tea music-wise, then it's probably better to look for a course from an artist that you do admire, because I think it's really important that you feel inspired by what you're watching. And if this kind of electronic music, electronic dance music is not really your cup of tea, then maybe it's better to look elsewhere and look for a course that is more suited to your style and what you're looking to produce. So what did I think of the course overall? For me personally, I found it incredibly useful. It was my first step into music production as a total beginner, and I walked away from the course knowing how to produce music. Granted, at the time it wasn't the best, but it really just helped to lay the foundations for me in terms of music production. And it really was my gateway into music production in general. Now that being said, if you are a more advanced producer, you might not find this course quite as useful as I did. I think despite the kind of description you see on the course, I think it is more tailored towards beginners, which is obviously great if you are a beginner, because it really takes you through the whole process in terms of how to produce electronic music. But if you're more advanced and are looking to just improve your skills, then I feel like this course might not be best suited to you. That being said, as I said earlier, the real value for me in the course was watching a professional like Kygo produce music from start to finish. And if you're just curious about that and just interested in seeing how he produces his music, whether you already know most of the techniques he uses or not, I think that in itself is very valuable. So overall, I highly recommend this course, especially if you're a beginner, because it's just a great introduction into electronic music production. You get to learn all of kind of Kygo's tips and tricks in terms of how he makes his music, and it's just genuinely interesting to watch how someone like Kygo produces his music. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend it if you're looking to level up your music production skills, or if you're just looking to see how Kygo produces his music and creates his own sound. So there we have it. I hope you found this short video useful. I'll put a link in the description to the course if you want to go and check it out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.